Hello, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, don't forget to like and subscribe. If you are a subscriber already, welcome back. A lot of people had questions as to how my husband and I reached the point where we're living in two separate cities. Like, how does that happen? Well, we met in 2017, we were married in 2018, and everything was wonderful. He, by the way, is from Paris, France, but moved here from LA. I am from the Midwest. I had relocated here from Dallas, Texas, and everything was going well. We pretty much had the perfect situation. Working during the day, everything's going great, touching base with each other in the evening, sitting down to candlelight dinner, going out to eat on a pretty regular basis. Restaurants were walking distance from where we live. So yeah, everything was great up until December 2020, which was kind of right in the middle of COVID. I'm sure everybody remembers that. So I get a call that my mom, who had had a stroke, was moving in with her sister, who is 84 years old. By the way, my mom is 83 years old. My cousin retired from his job to assist with their everyday living situation. And at that point, I pretty much said, I think I should take a leave of absence and go help. So I spoke with my job. My job had no problem with me taking a leave of absence. Now, I put in for a 1-year leave of absence. With the 1-year leave of absence, I thought I read everything that it entails, thinking that I had 12 months to go back to the Midwest to assist. Until one day, I received confirmation that my leave of absence was approved and things changed. We're going to get to that. So I speak with my husband about it. He's in complete agreement. Yes, I think you need to do that. I think whatever you can do to help would be beneficial for your mom, for the family, for everybody involved. And he's a great person for allowing me to even do that. So we reached a point where we discussed, are you going to stay here? Are you coming with? What are you going to do? And since we were newly married, he said, no, where you are is where I'm going to be. So he decided to come along. And I left in December. He came in January. Our furniture came when he arrived. And we moved into we signed a year's lease because we knew it wasn't permanent. Remember, this is a 1-year leave of absence. So everything's going great until I received word from the school district. By the way, I'm a teacher, that your leave of absence will end in June. But I just got here. So I send confirmation back to them, and by email, we're kind of corresponding that my leave just began in December, or really January of 2021. So how is it ending in June of 2021? And then I learned something really interesting, that a leave of absence is only for the school year. It's not for a calendar year, it's for the school year. So then we had some decisions to make. If I stayed in Indiana, what do I do? What do we do? Where do we go from here? How do we leave a job where we thought we were only taking a 1-year leave of absence, which turned into a 6-month leave of absence, to now all of a sudden we've got to make a decision. If I go back, I have my job, I can pick back up where I left off, everything's good. That was pretty much what we decided. However, when I made this announcement to my husband, he decides that he thinks he likes his job. In fact, he likes the Midwest. In fact, he loves the cost of living. So we have a conversation, right? And during the conversation, he says, I think I really want to stay here. But I'm going back to Miami. It's Florida. That's where people retire. He says, okay. So here we are. We get down to June of 2021. I fly back to Miami. I pack up a bunch of things and start looking for a place to live in Miami. Meanwhile, I have a place to live in Indiana. I just don't have a job there. So yeah, that's the background, bones and pieces of how we arrived at where we are now. He lives about, or our Indiana residence is about 10 minutes, not even, from the location of our residence. So he's able to go to work and come home for lunch and get home and check up on things and just do whatever needs to be done at a moment's notice. Fortunately, the property that I found to live in Miami is 5 minutes away from where I currently live. So I'm able to, which school hasn't started yet, this is all pretty new, I'm able to get up and be at work within 5 minutes. I mean, campus is literally that close. And I love what I teach, by the way. So that's how we've arrived at where we are. Now, we have put together a visitation schedule, and we're going to see how that goes. So far, I've gone home a couple times since moving back. He's expected to visit me on the next extended weekend. And then, of course, as a school teacher, we have a lot of built-in days, if you will, where we have holidays, we have paid vacation days, we have this Christmas vacation, spring vacation, and a lot of extra holidays and early release days that not a lot of jobs have. So I am fortunate that, number one, he was open and understanding to our situationship, and that, yeah, so far so good. It's working. I'm happy. He's happy. We talk every day. We talk throughout the day. And unlike most couples where you talk throughout the day, then you get home and there's nothing to talk about, we don't have that issue. So I guess the only thing that we would really change if we could was the distance, because I have to take a connecting flight. He has to strategically plan his visits, which the time of day, the date, the flight, the location, all of that has to be worked out. So right now we have no complaints. Let me know what you think in the comments. Again, remember to like and subscribe. Glad to have you here.